Imagine being enslaved, beaten, and cast aside by society, yet becoming more free than the Roman emperors who owned you. This isn't some feel-good story about resilience. This is about a crippled slave who discovered the single greatest truth about human suffering, a truth so powerful that it threatens everything you believe about happiness, success, and what you think you need to be fulfilled. But first, let me tell you why this matters more today than ever. Picture Rome at its height. 2,000 years ago, the greatest empire in human history. Marble columns reaching toward the heavens, legions conquering distant lands, wealth beyond imagination flowing through its streets. And in the shadows of this glory, a man named Epictetus sits chained in a cramped room, his leg permanently damaged from his master's cruelty, his body property of another human being. By every measure society uses to judge success, he had nothing. Yet, this broken slave would become one of history's greatest philosophers. This ancient wisdom isn't just philosophy. It's a mirror reflecting our modern epidemic of anxiety, depression, and endless wanting. And if you're starting to see yourself in this story, here's where Epictetus drops his first bombshell. After years of observing human nature from the unique vantage point of having nothing to lose, he wrote something that should be carved into every smartphone, every office building, every mirror we look into. Wealth consists in not having great possessions, but in having few wants. Wait, stop right there. Before you dismiss this as some ancient platitude about being grateful for what you have, understand what he's really saying. This isn't about poverty being noble or wealth being evil. This is about the mathematics of misery. Epictetus discovered a formula that governs human suffering, and it's devastatingly simple. Your happiness isn't determined by what you have. It's determined by the gap between what you have and what you want. The slave who wants nothing has everything. The emperor who wants more than his empire has nothing. Think about your own life right now. How much of your stress comes from wanting things to be different? Different job, different relationship, different body, different bank account. Ancient Stoicism isn't telling you to give up ambition. Marcus, on the surface, this sounds like basic gratitude advice. But dig deeper. Epictetus is describing two completely different ways of existing in the world. Most of us live in constant resistance to reality. We have an invisible scorecard in our minds, comparing what is to what we think should be. Our job should pay more. Our partner should be more attentive. Our bodies should look different. The weather should be nicer. But here's the twist that changes everything. That scorecard isn't based on objective reality. It's manufactured by forces completely outside your control. 2,000 years ago, you might compare yourself to your village. Today, you're comparing yourself to the highlight reels of millions of people. Ancient Stoic philosophy predicted our modern crisis of endless comparison. Epictetus realized something revolutionary. The prison isn't your circumstances. The prison is your refusal to accept your circumstances. And the key to that prison? It's been in your hand this entire time. We can't escape the prison of our desires because we don't even see it as a prison. We think our wanting is natural, justified, necessary. We think our suffering comes from not getting what we want rather than from the wanting itself. Modern psychology calls this cognitive flexibility, the ability to change your perspective when your current one isn't serving you. Stoic philosophy was doing cognitive behavioral therapy 2 millennia before we had a name for it. But here's where Epictetus goes beyond modern self-help. He doesn't just want you to manage your desires better, he wants you to see through the entire game. Listen to this final piece. Wealth consists in not having great possessions, but in having few wants. Emotional peak. This isn't about settling for less. This is about discovering that what you've been seeking outside yourself has been available inside yourself all along. The peace you think you'll find when you get that promotion. It's here now. If you stop demanding the promotion, the contentment you think you'll feel when you find the perfect relationship. It's available right now if you stop insisting that your current situation be different. If this is resonating with you, if you're starting to see your own patterns of wanting and suffering, here's what I want you to understand as we close this exploration of ancient wisdom. Epictetus isn't asking you to become passive or give up your dreams. Marcus Aurelius, then see if you can hold those wants lightly. Pursue your goals, yes. Work toward your dreams, absolutely. But notice when you cross the line from wanting into needing, from hoping into demanding. The ancient Stoics understood something we've forgotten in our culture of endless optimization. True power isn't getting what you want. True power is being okay whether you get it or not. Epictetus spent his life in physical chains and discovered ultimate freedom. You have physical freedom. Imagine what you could discover. Final visual, vast open sky, camera slowly pulling back to show infinite horizon. Remember, you are not your desires. You are the one who observes them, chooses them, and, yes, can transcend them. The question isn't whether you'll want things. The question is, will you let your wanting own you, or will you own it? That choice, as Epictetus knew, is the only real freedom any of us will ever have. Word count, 2,750 words estimated speaking time, 16-17 minutes at 165 WPM.